EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jets of Brooklyn taking on the Condors of Toronto.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. First carry here for Robinson.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Back to throw. Moreland.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And touchdown!
Dalton Kincaid.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead to give up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd down and 8.
Here's Wilson.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The C's parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one we'll think about for the next month.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So they bring out their punter. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Deep to return is Darius Davis.
Taken from just outside the 30.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Moreland flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
This defense for the Jets, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Throwing to start the drive. Moreland sets up the screen to Robinson. And just shutting him off there. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Throwing on 1st down. Moreland. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Moreland.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Draw play, Spiller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And they'll spot it right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Moreland. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Moreland. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this 1st half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Condors are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Jack Campbell coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They go play action with Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Trayvon Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Moreland, and a dump off here to Robinson.
Down the right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Robinson.
A strong run. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Bijan Robinson. with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson powers through it. He finds his man complete. That's ball. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. Now Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Wilson will throw again.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Setting up the screen, here's Spiller.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Condors have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Moreland.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Moreland. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Robinson. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation. Looking to throw. Morgan, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Wilson to throw.
That's caught by Johnson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost, and number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. No flag
It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. That's caught at the one. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down two, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jets, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Toronto, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.